Hello beautiful souls, this is Vineeta Kumar, also known as twinflameunion, bringing you guys October's twin flame messages. This could be messages from your twin flame, or it could be messages from your soulmate, or whoever you feel is within your connection field at this point. It could be somebody that you knew that you have met, or somebody that you've been dealing with for years. Whatever it is, it's going to be timeless, and it is general, so take what resonates and toss out the ones that do not. You can always come back and revisit this reading whenever you're drawn to it again. It is the work of the higher self, so do not second guess if this is the case in your situation. We will dive deep into this reading and see what the messages are. I do not know myself what this will reveal, so we will find out all together, I guess. But before we actually dive deep into this reading, let's hit it. And welcome back. For those that are new to this channel, welcome. Please do not forget to hit like, share and subscribe. When you like my videos, what it does is the video actually goes into a circulation mode. It helps all the viewers or the people that are putting these videos up to for it to circulate a little bit better. So you should be doing that to majority of the people that you watch on YouTube, just to support them and their work. It a little like button actually goes a long way, so I really encourage you guys to do that for everybody that is on YouTube platform doing these kind of work for the collectives. There's just so many type of videos that people upload and they use their time, so do show that kind of gratitude. I also want to say that if you want to book any private sessions with me, you can do so as well. Link is in the description box. You can purchase and book directly from there. And I also want to add that 10% of twinflameunion sales go to charity, so all that information is also in my website. All my booking, everything is done through my website. I do not actually use any other platforms to do that. So though I'm in other platforms, but that's where you will actually go and physically do the purchase and booking. So just keep that at the back of your mind. Before I dive deep into the reading, this is the twin flame messages, or the soulmate, or any other connection that you are with and you want to know what the messages are for this coming month. This is that reading, so or it could be even in a general way. So I usually read or interpret the cards in a few different ways, so take it whichever way it's gonna resonate to you. I have picked out the highlights of the coming month, or in October highlights and what we are supposed to be expecting. So this is of course from Tanaz's website. That's Forever Conscious, so if you want to actually read the entire article, do so, but I usually just before the reading give you guys the highlights. So the highlights are October 1st, we've got Venus opposite Jupiter. So you want to take a look at that and what that means. Especially for astrology, it will affect deeply more, especially when these kind of planetary alignments or shifts are in your natal charts or in your birth charts, because that's when it actually has a little bit more effect. But it doesn't mean that it has to be that way. It could also be in a generic way as well. October 2nd, we've got Mercury that's going to go direct. So for those that felt the wrath of Mercury when it was in retrograde mode, communications were not that good and things were just not aligning as well as much as it should have. Mercury is going to go direct, so it's going to be a little bit better. A little bit more things are going to electronically and in communication is going to be a little bit better with people and things. October 8, we've got Pluto that's going to go direct, and Pluto is the planet of underworld, or it deals with a lot of shadow aspect of one's healing. So in this case, it's going to be really good for you guys to know that is going in direct mode as well, because when it's in a retrograde mode, you have to it affects you more in your healing process. You have to look at or face your dragons and demons and things that no longer serve you, things from the past resurrect, because it's of course ruling the underworld. So a lot of that dark side of the healing has to be done when it's coming up in the natal charts. October 9th, we've got full moon in Aries. And then October 17 to 19, we've got Arcturus gateway. So you may want to look at that. This is the superstar, and the sun aligns in a way which will affect their highest frequencies of energies. And yeah, you wanna know more about Arcturus. It's associated with prosperity, abundance, and psychic energies. So a lot of these kind of downloads can actually happen during that time, and that's between October 17 to 19. October 22, we've got Venus star point. So we're about to look at that, what that means. October 23rd, we've got Sun in Scorpio. So this would be the Scorpio season for those that have Scorpio in your birth charts. It's coming up. October 23rd, we've got Saturn that's going to go direct, so it may affect some of you on that. October 25th, we've got Scorpio new moon, and it's going to also have a solar eclipse. So you'll have new moon in Scorpio as well as the solar eclipse. So this is going to be very, very powerful for a lot of you guys. October 28, Jupiter is going to go in Jupiter that was in retrograde re-enters into Pisces. So because Jupiter first entered Pisces back in May 2022 and now is going into for the first time Jupiter entered Aries in 12 years too. So this was like Jupiter is all about karma, and it's about life cycles, that kind of stuff. So when it enters into a particular zodiac sign, it's going to be heavy for that particular sign in terms of just reassessing a lot of those kind of things that are showing up in your healing. So that is Jupiter. October 30th, Mars goes retrograde. And October 30th, of course, we've got Halloween season and the Pleiades. So Pleiades is a constellation, so you may want to read up on that. There's a lot of death and rebirth that happens in that particular constellation. Halloween is also when the veil is thin between the real world and the afterworld. So if you want to actually reach out to people from the other side, Halloween is one of those times when you could actually do that. So this was the highlight. I just kind of read it and take it as it resonates and read the entire article. I always say that to you guys. I don't do that here on YouTube, but you could do that. So first of all, I want to just start off with the cards. I'm going to actually start off with the oracle card this time and just see how the reading is going to align in terms of seeing the entire reading and how it takes place. Usually I do my tarots first and then the oracle cards. I'm actually doing it the other way around. I'm actually going to do the oracle card to just gauge where the energy is going towards the reading, and then we'll dive into the tarot aspect. And of course, you know, for those that are my regular viewers, messages from your twin flame as well. So I'm for timekeeping purposes, what I have done is I have shuffled all the cards already, so it's gonna be faster that way. This is my deck, so for those that resonate to my deck, you can purchase that from my website as well. This is just a oracle deck that has lots of messages, and so far, whenever I have done the reading for myself from this deck, I found it to be a little bit accurate. So yeah, so far it's been telling me accurately. So take it as it resonates with the messages that come from here. We'll see what it says. As soon as I finished doing the shuffling and cutting the card, I've got gratitude here at the bottom of the deck. And I made this post not so long ago in my private Facebook group about gratitude journaling. And it's something that a lot of people do not realize just how much of an importance that is. When it comes to law of attraction, I've said this before many times, you have to place an action to it. So nothing is free. It just means that you have to put some sort of work in it. There's no such thing as you getting something, single-handedly, and things are not going to come knocking at your door. You have to almost work for it. So the gratitude is kind of like that. You have to put in your time, and you have to be in that gratitude. And you can give thousands of affirmations throughout the day in gratitude. That is good, but writing it down is still very, very powerful. And no matter what kind of day you have, that you could have bad day, you could have good days, but the fact that you are putting it in the gratitude journal is very, very powerful. And I want to say that that's something that you want to continue doing. So here it is. This is the gratitude card, and what this one says is when you are in constant gratitude for what you already have, the universe gives you more reasons to be grateful for. So gratitude, when you are in constant gratitude for what you already have, the universe will give you more reasons to be grateful for. So for those that do not have a gratitude journal, this is a knock from the universe to do that. Okay, so there is no twin flame reading without this number. I finally put out an article on this number, and it is very close to my heart in terms of I have my business name associated with this, my website URL is associated with it, so I do feel that it's a twin flame number. And it took me a couple of years to channel the messages and then put an article on it. So if you haven't read it, you may want to look at that. So this is what the interpretation is of this number in this deck, twin flame union, and the number is 717. And what the messages say is, intense sexual energies are surging between both twin flames. Sexual union is around the horizon. Pay attention to signs and things. And a little personal message from your twin flame. Are you excited to see me again? And that is number 717. Intense sexual energies are surging between both twin flames. Sexual union is around the horizon. Pay attention to signs and things. Are you excited to see me again? So that was number 717. Hopefully some of you resonate with that number. Do tell me in the comments if you have been seeing it. Okay, so owl is here. The owl is prompting you to open your eyes and honestly examine how things are. You will be surprised by what you can suddenly see. Embody the owl's ability to see in the dark. I don't know if you know, some of you probably do, that owls actually have really good, they're one of the most predominant hunters, you know, just like eagle, they're really, really good at hunting. And their ability to see in dark is just amazing. So, so yeah, owl is here telling you, is prompting you, the owl is prompting you to open your eyes and honestly examine how things are. And some of you probably need to do that in life, you know, just know what things are like or what's happening, that you need to examine, you know, reconfigure life and re-examine how you want to go into the next phase of your life and all those kind of things. You'll be surprised by what you can suddenly see. Like I said, if things were kept in the dark for you guys and some things that you are not able to see, embody the owl's ability to see in the dark, because it's really, really important to be able to see things clearly. And if owl is an animal spirit that's associated with you, where you have that connection with an owl, then of course, you know, your ability to see will be really, really good. I remember at the beginning of my soul's journey, when I learned that I was a twin flame, owl was following me everywhere. And it was also associated with the fact that owls also have lots of wisdom, and I didn't understand that at that time. It was preparing me to be a twin flame teacher, because, you know, the wisdom that I have in today's time, I of course didn't have that 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. So this is an amazing transformation. Just me as a twin flame teacher, just knowing that he was with me, guiding me, giving me lots of insights on how to go about it, my mission work, to provide, you know, soulful wisdom to many thousands around the world. So I am definitely in gratitude to the owl. These days it doesn't show up in my reality all that much. Maybe I don't need that kind of wisdom that I needed back then, but yeah, I do appreciate it when I see him. Okay, affirmations is here. I feel free from all the destructive thoughts, patterns, fears, and doubts. I will no longer allow it to control my inner being. I am a divine being. So this is just a daily affirmation that you guys can, you can even pause the video, and I'll just keep it here a little bit longer for you guys to just do that. Pause the video and just write this affirmation down, because this will help you guys in the month of October if you're drawn to this affirmation. I'll read it one more time. I free myself from all destructive thoughts, patterns, fears, and doubts. I will no longer allow it to control my inner being. I am a divine being. And if you guys haven't had a chance to do my guided meditation that I posted this month, you know, rewiring your limited beliefs and all that, this affirmation is there as well in the guided meditation. So I really highly encourage you guys to do that meditation as often as you can, because it's going to really rewire your patterns and beliefs, and that's the whole point of healing anyways, is all the subconscious stuff. It's, if it was on the conscious level, your life would be perfect. So if your life is not perfect, a lot of that is because it's all subconscious and unconscious things that you are healing. So what you don't know, you cannot heal. So these are the, you know, the hidden aspects of healing that you guys are doing. What else? Rainbow is here. Difficulties and hurdles in the life are passing through. New hope is in the future. Remember, every storm in your life is followed by a rainbow. You will never find a rainbow if you're looking down. So this is the rainbow. Once more, difficulties and hurdles in life are passing through. New hope is in the future. Remember, every storm in your life is followed by a rainbow. You will never find a rainbow if you're looking down. And that would be the rainbow. So if you look at the rainbow here, it's, you know, it's showing past the hills and, you know, towards the, you know, towards the land. So yeah, the storms, every hill, every mountain is gonna go past that. So if things have been difficult for you lately on whatever things that have happened, you know, just know that there is a rainbow at the end, giving you hope that all will be well. Sometimes we don't know what that is, and sometimes it takes a while for us to figure that out, but you know, if that happens, then you know that's what it is. Dreams is here. I have been coming in your dreams lately, just as you are coming in my dreams. We have been connecting through the dreams in 5D. So for some of you, if you have been dreaming of your divine masculine or your divine feminine in your dreams, this is what this means. You know, you guys have been dreaming of each other. I have been coming in your dreams lately, just as you are coming in my dreams. We have been connecting through dreams in 5D. So, you know, when you see, typically when you are dreaming, you are dreaming and you're jumping portals, you know, that sort of thing. You're also, your guard is totally down when it comes to dreams and stuff like that. So you just never know what the dreams are meant to tell you. So I would suggest that keep a dream journal, and as soon as you dream of something, if you remember it in the morning, just jot it down so that you don't forget, because throughout the day, as the day progresses, you'll forget about your dreams. So they always come with messages, and it's up to you to interpret what your dreams mean and how to decipher messages. That makes sense. Nest is here. Divine guidance is in your side. An opportunity of change is coming your way. Your hard work and labor are coming into fruition. You have built your nest egg. So for some of you that have been working really hard in terms of building your nest egg, or you know, you've been putting some savings in your account, or you've made some investments, if you have you know, invested in some sort of career or business or anything, you know, that's just telling you that, you know, you have built your nest egg for the future. So I know a lot of people have been working really hard to do that, and it's here telling you, giving you assurance that you have your nest egg planted and it's there. So that's a nice feeling to get. This deck is very, very slippery, so wish is here. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears and your actions be louder than your words. Make your wishes come true. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears and your actions be louder than your words. Make your wishes come true. So that is another one. I hope you guys like this deck. You'll have to tell me what you think of it. A lot of thought went into it to create it. One more card. Messages for October. Messages from your twin flame. I also want to add that for those that have been working really hard to work towards your career goals, going to school, or you have been working on yourself, you know, your twin flame is watching you energetically, and they're very proud of you. I just want to add that as well. They know that you know, you've been, you know, working very, very hard, and you know, they recognize it. We've got Peruvian Lilies. I am open and receptive to all the goods and abundance in the universe. Lilies are really good flowers to, you know, if you've been seeing lilies and stuff like that just on social media, or if you are drawn to lilies, is all about abundance. You know, it's a good luck flower, and it has so many good values to it. So so just like a lotus flower has a lot of spiritual meaning to it. Lilies do too. So have a look at it. This is why I made it into my deck. And this is the Peruvian Lilies. So, you know, it's talking about goods and abundance, and that is on its way. At the bottom of the deck, we've got Black Panther. Black Panther has the ability to see things in dark and is highly intuitive. Your intuition is getting heightened. Call upon Black Panther for guidance. So with the owl and the Black Panther being here, I mean, these two animals are really, really good at seeing things in the dark. So some of you would be doing a lot of shadow work, and probably are doing sort of a lot of self-reflection and just trying to figure life out in a very, very, you know, intuitive way, and just trying to see how your next course of life will be like. Then this is definitely a message for you guys, because there's so many people that are trying to figure out their life, and when you sometimes, you know, what you don't see is in front of you, but you have to just kind of be patient and allow it to unfold organically and naturally. So and sometimes things are hidden, and in this case with owl and panther being here, there's a lot of hidden things that are going to get revealed to you at some point. So hang in there. Bottom of the deck, we've got Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So it's okay to have fear, and it's okay to be, you know, somewhat in denial, but yeah, you want to, of course, replace it with insight of awareness. You know, you need to be aware that you are in fear and you are in denial, because those are the first step of overcoming that, you know, and to be aware of the fact that you are actually like that. So let's have a look. What else? Messages from your twin flame. Two flipped. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And sometimes, you know, we don't believe what's being shown to us because we're not trusting it and we are not happy with it. But at the end of the day, you never know. It will have a different kind of insight at some point. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. And a lot of people look for happiness in people and things, including your twin flame. And the whole point of the journey is to look for happiness within you. You have to find that balance of the happiness. Nobody else can give you happiness, only you can. So it's the way that law of attraction works. It's the way that the spiritual journey works. You have to find that happiness within you. Nobody else can do that for you, and only you know what that is. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change, and this is a powerful message for a lot of you that are dilly-dallying on things that have happened, and you are finding answers why, and you have to kind of find that acceptance that it's there for a reason. Denial. I know it came back. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So some of you are having a hard time accepting things and trusting that it happened for a good reason. And you have to find happiness within you and not be in that denial, and you know, not be in that fear, because the fear is not a good vibration to be in. One more card, Spirit. What is the next card? Grief. Okay. Okay, I made that announcement a while back. It's day 6 of my beloved baby girl passing away. She was amazing for 16 years. 16 years and 3 months is how much I have nurtured her, and this is definitely a reading for me, and I can see it through my cards. You know, I miss her every day, and it's been very, very hard. It's like a daughter that I lost. So, you know, even though she was my beloved pet, I didn't ever look at her as an animal. So I treated her like she was my daughter. And I know she made a lot of cameo appearance on YouTube, and her memories live forever. My next article is on dealing with grief and how to go over it, and it was a channel message through her that I got from day 2 of her passing away, that I needed to write this article and help people to bounce back from their grief. And I know many of you have lost your twin flame and they're not in embodiment, so this would be, you know, a continuum of one of the articles that I had written that wasn't very well written in my opinion, but a lot of people found it consoling, because it was the best article that they could find on the internet regarding their twin flame not being an embodiment, and that this coming article that I'll write will do a lot better justice, because I'm feeling all this pain and grief myself. So I'm going through the grieving process, it's there, and the fact that I'm going to be writing it, and I'm not just writing it because it's something that I do. It's because I'm feeling it and I'm writing it. So it's going to be more powerful, and it's going to definitely resonate with many of you, especially if you've lost your loved ones. So, and Spirit is really, really, and of course I think that my cat has something to do with it on a spirit level. She's really, really here giving a lot of messages, and I saw that within the card spread. I didn't say it earlier until I saw this card, because this is her. The last card I have here is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. That's here. So I know that she's here in spirit, and through me she's giving you guys some of these messages. Maybe some of you needed to hear it. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, and I know that as I reminisce the past 16 years and 3 months of her life here, I have gone through many good memories, because I actually never had bad memories for her. So, and that just goes to show that she gave so much happiness. And if some of you are wondering if I would take on another pet, even I was saying this to people around me, this was my one and only, and at this stage I'm not taking it. All her belongings actually got donated to a veterinary clinic that saved her life 5 years ago. She ended up actually doing a full cycle. She went there in her final resting day before she was cremated, and all the facilities were arranged from that particular place, and so that was her wish, and all her belongings actually got food, medicines, her toys, and her beddings, her bed, litter box, all that kind of stuff. Everything went to them, and my vehicle was filled. And throughout the years, of course, I've gotten rid of some of the things. As she got older, she wasn't playing with a lot of stuff, so I ended up giving it to some other animal that needed it. So and within that transition too, a lot of everything went to donation, and they were going to give it to homeless animals, homeless people that had pets as their animal, because the food, of course, she always had the best of everything, so the food was all very high-end quality stuff. So so they really were in gratitude to receive that, but it was her wish to do it that way. So she was an extraordinary soul, very extraordinary, and yeah, I will miss her forever, but she's in my heart. And yeah, she decided to show up in my reading and give me lots of messages within this. I always say that these messages are for me just as much as it is for you guys. Okay, so the next one is this is at the bottom of the deck. I always show you guys this as well. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I've never seen this word. So health, I will honor the physical vessels that enshrines my soul. So here it is. And that's health, and that's focusing on the health. And well, if there was any message that my little girl is telling me, it's very clear. So she wants me to focus on my health, which I haven't been doing. I've just been on survival mode, and it's part of grief process. You guys have to just kind of wait for that article when I bring them out, because a lot of this kind of things will resonate in that article, what grieving is like. And everybody that I know have gone through those, but it's better to read it and know that you're not losing your marbles and you're going through the process that you are. So yes, very, very profound messages that came so far, and I do believe that she's here in spirit telling me many things. So let's continue with one more oracle, and then I will switch to the tarot and then messages from your twin flame. Bottom of the deck, we've got courage. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going. Do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your fear, courage, and your will. That's true. Sometimes, we, in the hustle bustle of life, we are so noisy in our mind and in our head. We've got 20 other things going on, or doing this, doing that, that, sometimes we don't hear until you go into the quietness mode. So this is what it's telling, to do that, to find the courage in silence. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. And if you're not quiet enough in your mind, in your heart, you're not going to hear the messages. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So very powerful message for some of you that are dealing with grief of whatever it is that you are grieving with or dealing with. So a little heavier energy, and I'm not surprised that it showed up on my table in my reading here today, because it's something that I am going through myself. Sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you, no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. So that is sanctuary. Despair. I need your divine intercession right now, O great spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. And that's despair. I'll read that one more time. I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. What else? These are very, very heavy messages. If our twin flame is giving messages like this, that goes to show that they sometimes feel, you know, your pain and your sorrow. Not sometimes, I want to say all the time, but I mean, these are messages from your twin flame, so definitely my twin flame is giving me some of these messages as well to hang in. So only he knows whether he did in real life or this is just energetically, but yeah, it's interesting. And my twin flame didn't know of her, so you know, when we were conversing, he knew her through the pictures and just me telling him about her, so he definitely knew her. So yeah, if he's energetically telling me to just hang in there, it's very clear in this reading. Contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. Contentment. You can rest, you can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Something like gratitude. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So that's contentment. Forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to new love. It doesn't say new love, but I added that in there. Maybe that's what it is. Some of you will go through there. It just says, last sentence is, help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to new. So something new. New cycle, new life, new anything. Forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Sometimes you have to accept things the way it is. And look at that, like, I mean, we already had acceptance here. Just want to re-show you guys, right? Acceptance did show up here. So, help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to new. So it could be something new. And one more, perfectionism. I wrote articles on trust, the grief is going to be the next article. I'll push that out. Forgiveness and perfectionism. So when stuff like this show up in my, and of course, I'm just trying to see if there was anything else that I have written on. Yeah, so many articles I wrote on these subjects alone. Just goes to show that I'm on the right path when it comes to a twin flame teacher that knows what the collective consciousness needs in their soul journey and the tools of trade or tools that they need to go further with things. Permission to make mistake is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. because sometimes we are trying to make things so perfect that, you know, we forget that not everything is perfect. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, Divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. This was perfectionism. And bottom of the deck, true love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and I know true love. So that's another thing that this journey always talks about, is true love, right? And I have written an article on this, the art of I don't know what I said. It's one of my topics. Like just have a look at it. It's I don't know, like love within, or, you know, true love. I don't know, something like that. I know the picture that I have with it. It's like a heart that somebody's holding. So it's a title. You'll have to go through my blogs. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, if you type in love on my search bar in my website, it'll come up. It's that true love, or that love within. So that you need to master the art of love, or master love within, or love within, something like that. Don't remember my own articles. I write so many, after a while it becomes a blur, but I do remember that I have written on this too. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. Sometimes people depend on their happiness on others, and they think that their safety net is finding a partner, when it's actually you yourself. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others, right? Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and I know true love. So those were some really powerful messages that ended up being the messages for October. I didn't see this. I knew there was going to be some interesting messages, but I honestly didn't think that it was going to be this. So very interesting. Let's see what the tarot reading is going to say. Bottom of the deck, we've got Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is all about broken heart, broken, you know, dealing with the heart and just feeling heartbroken. And I'm not surprised that it's shown up here, because if some people are dealing with some sort of grief, then definitely you will resonate to this. And I know I'm heartbroken, so it's coming up very strongly here. Messages from your twin flame. Seven of Cups. Confusion is here. So this could be your divine masculine that's pulled away, or is not in the picture, that's confused and doesn't know what they want. You know, there's lots of options, but which one to take, that kind of stuff. I'm not taking that because just a lot of cards ended up falling. Eight of Swords is here. Sleepless nights, worrying. It could be also you that is in that state. So, you know, confusion, what's going on, what just happened. You know, it's... Knight of Swords is here. So this could be, if this is relating with your divine masculine, or your twin flame, or your soulmate. Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords, and Knight of Swords is telling me that this person is really, really confused when in terms of not knowing what they want in life. It could be a rule of fear. It could be many things that are the driving factor or force, but it also is telling me that with all this, the movement is there to get out of it. And because the Knight of Swords talks about, it's one of the most, actually it is the fastest moving knight when it comes to, you know, thoughts and, you know, being analytically, you know, trapped in your mind and all that, where this person is gonna, you know, just kind of snap out of it really fast. And if it was something that they were feeling earlier or in months or years, clarity is coming, because the swords also give you clarity, and definitely it's showing that in a very swift movement where they are gonna snap out of it very, very fast. So if this resonates, let me know. And it also tells you movement forward, because that's the Knight of Swords energy. It's moving forward in a swifter direction. So definitely this is the energy of somebody that's not going to be confused and in his imprisoned mind anymore when it comes to you, because he's going to find that clarity. He knows that he is truly desiring you and nobody else, and that he's in love with you and nobody else, because the King of Cups is here, which is the next card that flipped, and he is clear on that aspect, that he's not going to be in that confusion anymore when it comes to you and your relationship or your connection with him. Death is here. Death is always talking about new beginnings, and definitely he is in that, or he or she is in this, you know, in this mode of moving forward, right? New birth, new ideas, new ventures. The confusion is not going to be driving him so much anymore, or her. When I say him, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gender specific. It's just the energy as the divine masculine. So beautiful. The sun is here, and the sun is going to give that clarity. It's the strongest, most powerful card in the tarot deck. So when this shows up, it's telling me, and this is beside the death here, underneath the Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups was underneath the deck. Eight of Swords is, Sun is underneath Eight of Swords, the way that I've spread it. So it's very, very powerful change that's gonna give birth. And when I say birth, I'm talking about the star. The star is also about giving birth to new desires, new hopes, new dreams, your dreams and wishes coming true. And it's underneath the Knight of Swords, and it's gonna come very, very quickly and very, very swiftly, where there is going to be massive clarity in the way that they feel about you. Five of Pentacles is here. They know that, and this is underneath the King of Cups. The King of Cups also has the energy of not revealing their feelings all that much. They just kind of hold on to their feelings and emotions and desires. And the Five of Pentacles is here underneath it. They are aware that they have been like this towards you, where they have not been showing any kind of feelings, emotions. They know that they have left you out in the cold, but they are moving out of that energy, and they are not going to be in that conflict for too long. This is Five of Swords. That is the overall energy of this particular person that you have in mind. And it could be very well you, but this reading is all about messages from your twin flames. So that is the overall energy of the conflict, the chaos, the the Eight of Swords, leaving you out in the cold and being so confused. But the stronger cards are here as well. The Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, the death, the sun, the star, that tells me that this person is going to be coming out of that mode. And as soon as I picked up the card, I see star here in the next deck. So it just goes to show that the energy is there, is looking for movement out of that zone, trying to get out of that and make some decisions and figure out what he or she wants in life. We've got Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and Nine of Wands is about somebody that is almost done. They're almost done being in this kind of mode. They're not going to be always in this kind of despair mode, trying to figure things out. They're almost done fighting the battle, the inner battle within, when it comes to you. So let's clarify the Seven of Cups. I've got Prince of Chalices. Prince of Chalices in this deck would be, I want to say Page of Cups, because I don't believe that in this deck it has the pages. I believe it's this would be Prince of Cups, because I believe if it was pages, it would be representing the princess. So this is still Prince of Cups. So Prince of Cups is all about giving that offer of proposal, offer of idea, offer of a relationship, some sort of offer that they're thinking to do when it comes to you. Justice is here, and it's gonna, I don't read usually astrological aspects of the cards. I mean, if you guys want to really know, death represents Scorpio, sun represents Leo, star represents Aquarius, if those kind of things resonate, and this represents Libra. So if anybody is Libra in your connection, or your divine masculine, mine is so yeah, that's explaining the Eight of Swords, which would be showing that balance, that justice, right? Giving justice to what is unjust so far in your connection with them. We've got Knight of Swords, so Prince of Chalice. I want to say, because this deck is very, very different. Prince of Chalice, I believe, is the Page of Cups, because they do have the Knight here. So the Knight, if the Knight is in the deck, that means that the Knights are Knights. But yeah, I believe that's Page then. So that is still somewhat of a similar meaning. Page of Cups means not totally transformed into a Knight version, but Knight energy, but they are also trying to figure out what they want to do in terms of giving you something on an emotional level. So Knight of Swords is here on a Knight of Swords, explaining that, and that's the swift movement, swift way of action, and knights are all about action, so that's explaining the Knight of Swords on a Knight of Swords. So definitely there's action there. Let me see what this one is. Okay, thank you, Spirit, because I was confused whether this card had the Page as the Prince. I ended up getting the Knight of Cups anyway, so this is the Knight of Cups. So yeah, we've got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups in this particular spread, and this is explaining the King of Cups. So even though I channeled it that way about offers, proposals, wanting to give you a little bit more, that was something that I was channeling when I saw Page of Cups anyways, which I had mentioned. So this is confirming it. That's basically that energy of Knight of Cups. So definitely they want to give you proposals, marriage proposals, proposal for relationship, proposal of something. So that's coming for a lot of you. Let's see what the death is saying. And the death is explaining the sun here. So this is the sun explaining the death. So a lot of repeats are coming back into explaining this spread. I appreciate that. What is going to be the explanation of the sun? So we've got two suns coming forward at the bottom, from two different decks. So that's really, really good. A lot of hopes. Two of Swords. So Two of Swords again is telling me about that energy where this person is so conflicted, doesn't know what to do, and is indecisive. So that indecisive energy is there, but that is the previous energy because the sun is here, and the sun came twice from two different decks to tell me that this person is going to completely bounce out of that and get the clarity that they need. Okay, so Seven of Swords is here. Seven of Swords, this could be in this deck. It shows that there is third party here. If there was a case for your connection, or there's deception there, because this is another thing that it represents is deception. If there was deception of not giving you not being true to their feelings, they were holding a mask, that kind of stuff, or they ghosted you, it's here. But the Star is, I want to say that the Star is the current energy, and the Seven of Swords is the previous energy when it comes to something of the past. They are moving away from that because, like I said, there's Sun there, and there's also Knight of Swords. That is two Knight of Swords from both decks are here, and that's, to me, is telling movement, moving out of that. Okay, so let's see what Five of Pentacles is going to tell us. So for some of you that your divine masculine or your specific person ghosted you, I want to say that they're going to unghost you very, very soon. Because they are getting the Tower moment, and here it is, the Tower. So they are getting that realization that life without you is not the same. So yeah, they are having their Tower moment, and they're gonna be jumping out of that zone. Nine of Chalices here at the bottom of the deck, so which is the lower version of the Star. And it's here. They want, this is their dream and wishes that they have. They've been manifesting it, and that's Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is wish fulfilled or wishes. I even had it in my spread here that dreams and wishes are gonna come true. Here we go. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears, and your actions be louder than your words. Make your wishes come true. So that did show up here. So the fact that Star is here, and it showed up twice from two different decks, and then you've got Nine of Cups telling me that the wish fulfilled is here. So hope this resonates to a few of you. And now I will do messages from your twin flame. It ended up becoming a lengthy reading. I was going to just do a small reading, and at the bottom of the deck I've got, you are extremely hot and I want you. I'm coming to rock your world. And let's see if that's going to show up in the reading as I pull more cards. But yeah, I feel that a lot of you needed to hear some of these messages. I have been having sleepless nights lately. I miss you so much. And that's why the Eight of Swords was there, right? That's the sleepless night, too much in your head, too much in your mind. And I have never known anyone like you. I've never met anyone like you. You complete me. And this is messages from your twin flame. If you guys like this deck, you can definitely purchase that from my website. I'm figuring out my finances in Korea. I'm doing this for us. So as I always say, this always comes up in my reading for divine masculines, because that's who I channel. They are busy in their career and work. And of course, it came back again. You are extremely hot and I want you, and I'm coming to rock your world. So a lot of people are going to get, you know, they will hear from their twin flame. I am a secret that you cannot hide. I'm a version of you that you cannot forget. And this was a song from, for those that are Indian, that are Bollywood, you know, watchers. This is from Veer Zara. So, so yeah, that was a channel message when I was creating the deck. We are yin and yang. We are one. Okay, 2 jumped out. My family is bugging me to get married. So some of you that have the divine masculine that are single, and they are, you know, getting pressured from family and friends to just get married, you know, that kind of thing. I've got a yes here. So for some of you that wanted to know some sort of validation through something and you ask a question, the answer is yes. I will clarify the yes. What is yes here for? Yes, I fantasize and romanticize our moments together all the time. So if that was a question that you guys had, that's explaining the yes. And a couple more cards, and this will conclude the reading. What else? Messages from your twin flame. I'm ready to give you equal love and devotion as you are to me. So definitely some sort of commitment is coming your way when it comes to your twin flame. I am sorry, you have no idea how much you mean to me. So some of them are apologizing for ghosting you, for not giving you time of the day, and just telling you, I do feel we have known each other in previous lives. We have deep soul connection, and that's at the bottom of the deck. So with that, this concludes my reading, and this was messages from your twin flame, messages from your soulmate, messages from your specific person, and this was the October reading. Hope that you guys enjoyed the reading and you got lots of messages, lots of powerful messages came. And with that, this was Twin Flame Union.